triathlon is an exciting and fast-paced sport. Now with the bike leg making up the majority of the race, we hate the thought that the absence of a few skills could stop you enjoying it more.
So we've put together our top 5 essential bike skills for you to master.
Riding on the aero bars is a little bit like riding one-handed. It takes time to build up your confidence. So start off alone away from a group and try and find a smooth, straight road. And then when you're ready, just put one arm on the aero bars, then the other, until you're relaxed enough to get into the full aero position where you can make any adjustments to make yourself comfortable.
To get yourself out of the aero bars, you just need to do the same again, but in reverse. So lifting one arm at a time. And as a little safety point, when you're in the aero bars, you're obviously quite far from your brakes, so you should continually scan the road for any potholes, bends or obstructions, so you've got plenty of time to react.
Riding out of the saddle is a very useful skill to have, and it can also help save on effort, as it allows you to apply more pressure down through the pedals using your body weight, whilst also giving your bottom that much needed respite.
Now, depending on the incline, you may want to shift up a gear as you get out of the saddle, so that you're still applying force to the pedals without spinning out. Now, keep your hands on the hoods while shifting your body weight forward slightly. And you may notice a lot of people swaying their bike from side to side, a little like I am. Now, this is just to allow better transfer of power to the pedals, almost as if you're stepping into them.
Cornering ability can really separate cyclists. A lot happens in a short space of time, so it's important that we try and break things down a little.
So firstly, we want to consider our entry. It's normally better to enter the corner slightly wide, as if we're trying to straighten it out. And then we want to think about our braking. We should try and do all our braking, or as much of our braking, before the corner as possible. And then if it's wet, you'll obviously want to go a touch slower. So try and scrub off a little more than you usually would. As you round the corner, you should look ahead towards the exit whilst applying pressure on your outside foot at the 6 o'clock position. And then as you exit the corner, you should continue to look ahead and avoid pedalling until you're upright so that you don't clip the ground. Cycling one-handed isn't just for the cool kids, it's actually pretty important for any ride.
Yes, firstly, indicating to other road users requires cycling with one hand, the same as if you need to communicate when riding in a group. Also, when you want to take a drink, you need a free hand, the same as to get food from out of your back pocket.
It really is just a case of practice makes perfect. You should try gently removing one hand at regular intervals during a training ride. And to make things a little bit easier, try holding onto the handlebars lightly, almost as if you're playing the piano.
And finally, braking is a really essential skill. If you're following someone's wheel or you're riding something technical, then you should have your fingers over the levers ready to respond, brake and slow yourself down. Now it's really important you know which lever activates which brake. It's actually your front brake that is the most effective for slowing you down. That said, you should always apply both brakes, even if you only feather the back brake, as it all helps to slow you down. Try to keep looking ahead at the point you want to stop, rather than right in front of you, and keep your arms relaxed. So there's our 5 essential bike skills, and to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to GTN by clicking on the globe. And to see our 8 best value triathlon upgrades video, just click above. And to see how to run a fast 5K with GCN's Dan Lloyd, just click below.